Hi, my name's Buck Norris. Thank you very much for dropping by my YouTube channel today. I attempt to put together videos that will assist Sunday school teachers and Bible teachers who are using Zoom to be able to use that tool for the Sunday school classes. My video today primarily is going to deal with the use of PowerPoint and basically discuss three different views that you get in PowerPoint. Since a lot of people who use Zoom use PowerPoint, this is essential to understand. I hope you enjoy this video. As we begin this lesson on the use of PowerPoint for Zoom meetings, it's very important to understand that you can have multiple monitors hooked up to your computer. In a classroom situation, it's mainly going to be your laptop as your main display and your external monitor being an external TV or a monitor that you use for classroom presentation. To set this up properly, if you right-click on your desktop anywhere on a Windows system, you will have an option to display setting. I happen to be running Windows 11, so your dialog box may look a little bit different. So you click on display settings, and it will show you what monitors that you have set up in your system. In the case of my home office, I have 3 monitors. And the way this is set up is that one of the monitors is used as the main display. Your main taskbar is there, although your taskbars will show up on the other monitors. The main controlling one is your main monitor. Number 3 happens to be my main monitor here. It's my central one. And number 1 is on my left, and number 2 is on my right. But those 2 monitors are on extended view. In other words, what is shown on my main monitor does not show automatically on those. That would be duplicate view. So it's very important to understand that. In a classroom situation, you want to make sure most of the time that your monitor is set to extended view, to where the external one shows something different. That's very basic to understand as we begin this video. I might also want to mention that in Windows, the way you switch back and forth between duplicate and extended view, if your computer's on one or the other, you can switch to the other fairly quickly. The keyboard commands in a Windows system is the Windows key, which is between the Control and the alternate key. Hold that key down and hit the letter P, P as in Papa, and you'll have a pop-up, and you can set to either duplicate view, which, as I said, everything is exactly the same on all monitors that are hooked to your system, or extended view. In other words, that you have a main monitor, and what displays on the other monitors could be completely different. Of course, you have to have a video driver or video card to support that on a desktop system, but most laptop computers that you'll use in a classroom situation will have an HDMI port that carries both video and audio. And you hook to that to an external monitor, and that's your extended view monitor. So that's how you switch. To get that to go away, you either hit the escape key or you hit the Windows plus P again. So that's how you switch from duplicate to extended view. Now I want to demonstrate the 3 different views that you get in PowerPoint and how you can use those in extended view, as I mentioned before. So let's start up PowerPoint by however you normally start it up. I started up on my taskbar with an icon. So click on PowerPoint, open up the file that you want to deal with, and I'm going to just maneuver to this page right here, slide number 2. What we're looking at here now is the normal view that you get in PowerPoint when you open up. It's divided basically into 3 windows other than the task bars up at the top. You have your slide view over here where you can select a particular slide that you want to look at. And here's where also you can, by right-clicking, duplicate a slide, add a new slide, etc. It's not my point to explain that at this point. You can also resize this where you can look at your slide view in a bigger view and see the individual slides here as you select them. This is the window that you will go in and edit your slides. Down here is your note view that you can add. Now, typically, if you start a new PowerPoint presentation, the notes don't show down at the bottom, so you have to go down to where your cursor becomes a double arrow and just click and hold down and slide and open up. This way you can add notes to the slide that will show up in the presenter view, which is the second view that we'll talk about. So this is your normal slide view. When you go into a presentation and you want to start the presentation, you can click on this icon down here at the bottom right for slide view, or you can also do it with the slide view option up on the menu bar. You can click to begin from the beginning or from a particular slide, or you can also add shortcuts to this quick access ribbon right here. So I'm going to start from the current slide. Now when I do that, you'll notice on the screen display looks different. What we have now is the normal presenter view. Now let's end this slideshow, and I want to make sure that I make clear to you that you have to go into the slide view option up on the ribbon, and over here in this area you'll see which monitor you want to pick normal on for your presenter view, and you want to check to use presenter view to turn this on. That's very important. Otherwise, the presenter view will not show. You'll see your normal view when you go into a slide presentation if you're on two monitors. The advantage to to presenter view is obvious if we go into it. In slider view, you basically have four different areas that will help you in making a presentation. The first view is the current slide that is showing. The second area is over here on the right, and I click on it and it goes to the next slide. In the area on the right here, upper right, it shows you the next slide that's coming up. This area down here is the notes that you've added to each individual slide. So in presenter view, you see the slide on the left that they're currently viewing on the extended monitor. But you also, as a presenter, you can see what's coming up next. And also here on the bottom right, you see the notes for that particular slide that your attendees are viewing. You also have some tools in presenter view that are available only in presenter view. One of those is to use a laser pointer. What shows on your screen will also show on the viewer's screen. A quick way to use that too, without having to go through the process of picking that particular menu, if you hold down the control key and click and hold down on the screen, as you drag your mouse while holding down the control key, that laser shows. This is very helpful, especially in a slide that you have some graphics in or a map as is showing on the screen right now. Another tool is the magnifying tool. If you click on the magnifying tool, you can zoom in into a particular area. This is helpful if you want to get in closer on a map or a comic strip or something like that. Any kind of particular graphic that you've added to a slide. If you hold down the control key and move around, and with this zoom, you don't have to keep holding down the control key or anything. You just click on zoom, click on the screen what you want to zoom, and then you can move it around and you can see the hand as it grabs. It makes it very useful. You do not have that available in any other view except the presenter view, which shows you the power of the presenter view. Now in the presenter view up at the top left, you have in slideshow view, display settings, and also show taskbar. If you click show taskbar, because typically when you go into presenter view, it does not show the taskbar at the bottom, which makes it difficult if you're doing a Zoom presentation. Because a lot of times you have to get to your Zoom tools that are hidden in presenter view. So you click on show taskbar. So at this point, you can see how presenter view works, how useful it is. Next, we'll talk about the slide view presentation. So we have looked at the normal view in PowerPoint and its application in the use in Zoom. Secondly, we looked at the presenter's view and all the tools that it makes available to the presenter. Third, we'll talk about the view that your class will see. Basically, it's a slide presentation view on a full basis. So let's bring up PowerPoint again. And if we go into the presenter's view, you're looking at this right now. I'll make the taskbar show, as I explained how you do that. And if I go down to the PowerPoint icon on the taskbar, you'll see it pops up 3 different views that are going on currently with PowerPoint when you're in presenter view. You have the normal view on the left here. You have the presenter view on the far right, and you have the slideshow that is showing on external monitor. Now, when I go over that, that does not show because that is displaying on the external monitor. In my video right now is only showing what is on my main monitor. So that's basically all you need to know, is that on the external monitor, it shows full screen the PowerPoint presentation, and they don't see your notes or anything else. So that's basically the 3 different views, and hopefully this will be useful to you in using PowerPoint on Zoom. We'll talk about some other aspects of it in further videos. Thank you very much for coming by my channel, and come again.